Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today?
Good afternoon,
Are you doing great?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you taken your lunch?
I did.
I'm just asking. Okay. I hope you're doing good and ready to learn something fun in math today. Okay. Okay. Before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Miss Tanya, and I will be your teacher today. Okay. And before we get to know to the topic, may I ask the head of the class to lead us in a prayer?
Okay, let's pray together. Finish.
Okay, thank you, Madia. Okay, now, before we get into the topic, I have a worksheet for you. This is one sheet for one person, okay? You can take it one and pass it to your friends on the back, okay? Okay, everyone got the worksheet? Yes. Okay, now let's start. So, today we're going to talk about rational and irrational numbers. So, this topic is not a new topic for you. It's related with something that you've learned before. It is about fractions. Do you still remember what is fractions? Like 1/2, like 5/4, like that. It's a fraction. Okay, I hope you still remember about fractions. Okay, now this is the learning objective that you will be able to understand and explain the concept of rational and irrational numbers. And the second one, you will be able to identify examples of rational and irrational numbers. So this is the learning objective that I hope you can get it in the end of this class. Okay. Now, can you guess what's going on in this picture? So there are three numbers, right? 8 and pi and the square root of 2. Okay. And then pi and the square root of 2, like having a moment. Like they are fighting or something and they are mad at each other. And then 8 said, don't you think you guys should stop fighting? You're both being irrational. Like maybe you would think like, oh yeah, maybe it's because pi and the square root of 2 are fighting. So yeah, 8 said, oh yeah, they're like a kid, like something irrational, like something kind of like emotional, like that, related to emotional. But it's not. Actually, it's not. In math, irrational is not only something that related to emotional. It's something that irrational. And I hope in the end of this class you will get what's the meaning of this mean. Okay. Okay. Now, before we get to know about what is rational and irrational, so this is the type of number we've learned before. Okay, the first one is natural numbers. Natural numbers, it contains 1, 2, 3, so on, like that. And if we add 0 in these natural numbers, it becomes a whole numbers. It contains 0, 1, 2, 3, so on, like that. And if maybe you were wondering like why there is nothing, there is no negative number. So as we just add it. If we add negative numbers, it becomes integers, right? So integers it contains so on, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on, like that. And there's a question in here. Why are there no fractions or decimal in this type of number? Okay. Is fraction and decimals are number?
Yes.
Yeah, they are numbered, but why there are no even one fractions or decimals in this number system? And that's a great question because to answer that, let's get to know something called rational numbers. And let's go next to the definition of rational numbers. A rational number is defined as a number that can be expressed in the form of P over Q. What is P over Q? Fractions or decimals or fractions. So yeah. So a rational number is defined as a number that can be expressed in the form of fractions, where P and Q are integers. Like that. So, for example, there is a fraction P over Q, and P is integer, and Q is also integer. So what is it called? This one? Fraction. That rational numbers. Yeah. For example, 4 over 5 is a rational number. Why 4 over 5 is a rational number?
Because it's integer. 4 and 5 are integer.
Yeah, that's right. So 4 over 5 is a rational number because 4 is integer and 5 is also integer. So it is called rational numbers because that reason. And another question. Is minus 3 over 7 also a rational number? Explain the reason. Is there anyone who want to try answer this one? Anyone? Okay, yes, you can try.
That is rational numbers because minus 3 is integer and then 7 is integer.
Okay, that's a good answer. Yes, that's right. So minus 3 over 7 is also a rational number. It's because minus 3 and 7 are integers. Is there any question up here? No? Is everything good?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because we already know what is rational numbers, so rational numbers include some integers, right? So the number system would look like this. So natural numbers, whole numbers, integer, and the biggest one is rational numbers. And we can put rational numbers to number lines too, like that. For example, 0.5. What is fraction form of 0.5?
1 over 2.
That's right, it's 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 is between the integers of 0 and 1, like that. So rational numbers, the place that rational numbers at is between integers, like that, in the number lines. Okay, we already know what is rational number. Now we can move to irrational numbers. So maybe you would think like, oh, irrational numbers is actually similar with rational numbers because yeah, their name are similar, right? So rational and irrational. To become irrational, you just need add I and R before rational, like that. But actually it's not. Rational numbers is opposite from the definition of rational numbers. So an irrational number is defined as a number that cannot be expressed in the form of P over Q, of fractions, like that. And maybe there's a question like, how do we know these fractions is rational or irrational? So there are two characteristics of irrational numbers. The first one is non-terminating and non-repeating. So for example, you have fractions. So the first step that you need to do is you need to change the fraction form to decimal form, like that. And if you already got the decimal form, you can see their decimal expansion. If their decimal expansion goes on forever, it calls
Non-terminating.
Non-terminating, yes, that's right. That's the first characteristic of irrational numbers. And the second one, if the decimal expansion do not form any repeating pattern, so there is no pattern in the decimal form, so what is it called?
Non-repeating.
Non-repeating. Okay, that's right. And then maybe you're confused, like what is non-terminating, what is non-repeating, but that's okay. I will give you an example after this. But there is a note in here. Irrational numbers must be both non-terminating and non-repeating. For example, there is some fractions, and then when you change that to the decimal form, the decimal expansion is non-terminating, but it's repeating. So, is that rational or irrational? Rational, that's right. Because there is a note in here, irrational numbers must be both non-terminating and non-repeating. Like that. For example, is pi an irrational number? So the first thing that we need to do, we need to know what is the fraction form of pi. Pi?
3.14.
Yes, right. 3.14. Yes, that's right. Pi is equal to 3.14. Like that. But pi is not only that. The value of pi is longer than that. So how do we know that? We need something that can easier us to get the value of pi. We can use calculator scientific. Do you know what is calculator scientific?
No.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Did you guys bring your phone to the class today?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Yes, you can open your phone. You can grab your phone and then open. Look up to the Mathway. This is Mathway. Okay. So Mathway is a calculator scientific that can easier us to count something. Okay. Done? Done? Okay. Did you open the Mathway?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, because we need to know what is the value of pi, let's click pi in here. Can you find it? Pi sign in your Mathway?
Yes.
Yes. And then click this. This sign, it means like to find the answers, like enter. Okay, wait. One second please, okay? There's a trouble with my signal. Wait. Okay. If you click that, there is this option, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And then you can choose this one, the yes, evaluate. So evaluate, it means you can get the answer of what you want, like that. So if you after you click pi and then you want to know what is the decimal form of pi, you can click evaluate. Okay, done. Done. What did you get? What did you get?
3.145 and 4.
Okay, that's right. So the decimal form of pi is 3.14, 50, 92, 65, so on, right? So this is the point. This is the point that you need to know. So pi is not only 3.14, but it's longer than that. And we couldn't like write anything like every numbers to here because yeah, it's too much, right? So we need a symbol. This is the symbol of so on. Okay. It means the number is not stopped like forever. Okay. We already got this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's identify. Is this rational or irrational numbers? Let's see the characteristics. The first one is non-terminating. The decimal expansion goes on forever. Is this goes on forever? Yes. Okay, let's keep on our mind. So is this non-terminating or terminating? Non-terminating. Okay, so the first characteristic of this number is non-terminating. And the second one, non-repeating. It means the digits in the decimal expansion do not form a repeating pattern. Is there any pattern in here? No. So what does it mean? Non-repeating. Yes. Okay, so we already know this is non-terminating and non-repeating. So what does it mean? Is that rational or irrational number? Irrational numbers. Okay. Let's go next to the next question. Is 1/6 an irrational numbers? You can use your math way to find the answer of 1/6. What is the value of 1/6? On your math way?
0.1666.
Okay, that's right. So the decimal form of 1/6 is 0.16666. How do you know this is 66666?
Because there's a symbol.
In the top. Okay, that's right. So there is this symbol on the top of 6. It means this number or 6 is not stopped. So it's not only 1.16, but it's 0.16, but it's 0.166666, and so on like this. And that 6 is not stopped, doesn't stop like forever. That so because we couldn't write 6 forever in our lifetime, so we need the symbol, this symbol, okay? So, and let's back to the question, is 1/6 an irrational numbers? So the first characteristic, what is the first characteristic of irrational numbers? Non-terminating, okay. Is this non-terminating?
Yeah.
Yes. Why? It goes forever. Right. And then, what's the second characteristic?
Repeating.
Non-repeating, right? Is this non-repeating or repeating? Repeating. Why? That's right. 6. So the pattern is only 6.
Yes.
Okay. So it's
Irrational.
rational or irrational? Rational. Yes, that's right. Why the number is rational numbers?
Because it's repeating.
Because it's repeating. Okay. Okay, up here for irrational, is there any question? Is everything good? Yeah. Okay. Now take a look to your worksheet and let's discuss question 1 together. Okay. So the instruction is fill in the blank space in this table. You can use the scientific calculator to convert square roots into decimal. Okay. The first one, the number is 1/2. What is the decimal form of 1/2? 0.5. Does it terminating or not terminating? Terminating. Why?
It stops.
It stops. That's right. And another one. Is 0.5 repeating or non-repeating? Non-repeating. Why? Because there is no just 5, right? There is no pattern, right? Okay, so it's not repeating. So what does it mean? If it's terminating and non-repeating? Rational. Okay, that's good. Okay. the number is the square root of 2. What is the decimal form of the square root of 2?
1.414213.
So on. Okay. Okay, that's right. So the decimal form of the square root of 2 is 1.4142, so on. Okay. Is this terminating or non-terminating?
Non-terminating.
Non-terminating. Okay. And then is this repeating or non-repeating?
Non-repeating.
Non-repeating. Okay. So what does it mean?
Irrational.
Irrational numbers. Okay. That's right. Okay. For the last one, you can do by yourself, and then there is the second question in over there or on your worksheet. You can do by yourself. It's a easy question. Okay. Okay. While you do the worksheet, I have a fun fact in here. So, people in the past believed that everything in the universe could be explained using whole numbers or simple fractions, like that. And at that time, numbers like the square root of 2 is already exist. But people didn't know it was a special kind of number. So it wasn't called an irrational number yet. So like everything, like people in the past like believe that a whole numbers in this world is explained using whole numbers or simple fractions. So there is no irrational or rational number. And as time went on, mathematicians realized that some numbers couldn't be written as fractions because they were different. So yeah, after that, like the square root of 2 or pi were finally classified as irrational numbers. So that's a fun fact. And maybe you will ask, like, how do we use them in real life, the irrational numbers? So, for example, pi is used when we measure circles, like in wheels, pizza, clothes. Pizza is not the slice of pizza, it's like the whole pizza. Okay. What's the shape of the whole pizza?
Circle.
Circle, right? So, what's the shape of wheels? Circles, yes. And then, the second one, the square root of 2 is used in geometry, especially when we measure diagonals, like across a TV screen or a square tile or a ladder leaning against a wall or etc. Okay. So this is the application in real life. Irrational numbers. Up here, is there any question of rational and irrational numbers? Okay, now let's redo quiz on Kahoot, okay? Okay, this is the pin. You can join to Kahoot. Let's redo quiz together. Slowly.
Yeah. Internet is bad.
Okay, pizza, Nona, Deb. Anggun. Dewi Persik. Waiting for me. Yes. Apa deh? Minta ID. Is there any problem? Ah. There is who's and I.
Kamu edit. Bukan edit.
You want to use mine?
Gue pakai tuh.
Oh, bisa. Okay. Okay, done? Okay, I will start, okay?
Yeah, connection lost.
Okay, the question is why is minus 2 over 5 considered a rational number? This is the option. It is because whole number are expressed as a fraction, or it is related to square root of 5, or it is negative number. Okay? Done? Yeah, okay. Oh, you're smart. Oh, good. Okay, that's right. Because it can be expressed as a fraction of 2, it's integer. Okay, that's right. Next one. True or false? The square root of 3 is a rational number. Is that true or false? Rational number. Rational number.
Oh, rational.
What's it?
Ada, baca. Sama lihat.
Rational. Okay.
False.
Okay. Who's answer this one? Why?
I read irrational.
Oh, you read it's irrational?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's supposed to be
False.
false. Yes. So it's irrational. So the square root of 3 is a irrational number because it's non-repeating and non-repeating. Okay, last one.
Plus.
Which of the following is an irrational number? 1 minute from now, okay?
Itu yang kuning apa?
Which is the following is irrational? Is this irrational or is this irrational? Is this?
Yeah.
Okay, done. Okay, the right answer is the square root of 2, right? Okay, because what is the value or yes, the value of the square root of 25? 5. So 5 is not decimal. Because it's not decimal, it's not irrational number. The second one, 4.75. Is this rational or irrational? Rational. Because? Yes, that's right. It's terminate, right? It's not, it stops. I mean the number of this decimal stops. Next one, 1/2. Rational. Because?
Terminating and non-repeating.
That's right. Okay. Okay, that's all.
Podium.
Let's finish ya.
Ini yang Ambon.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Maybe that's all. And now, this meme, have you already understand?
Yes.
Why 8 it says pi and the square root of 2 irrational? Because they are exactly an irrational number. Okay, that's all for today. Is there any question from you?
No.
Promise. Okay. Yeah. So I have already put the reference and the link of video. You can watch and read again after this class. Okay, you can review. And then thank you for your attention. For today there is no homework. Yay! There's no homework. Okay, thank you for attention. See you next week.
Thank you.